again from the 10th Telco 2 Executive Brainstorm in Los Angeles. The sun is just going down over the Santa Monica Boulevard behind us, which is a great scene. I'm here with Simon Aspinall from Cisco. Simon, your role at Cisco?
I'm the marketing director for our data center and cloud and mobility businesses.
We've been talking about cloud services today. What's Cisco's role in cloud services?
So Cisco is working both internally and consuming our own cloud services, but also externally. So we're working with a lot of enterprises, service providers to build and deliver new cloud services and cloud capabilities.
So you put the kit in, you put the software in, you build the data centers, the networks, those kind of things?
Yeah, effectively we provide a lot of the networking equipment, the compute equipment, and work with a set of partners to build all of the key sort of hardware assets necessary for a data center and have a set of partners in the software space as well.
And you're working with, can you give me a kind of indicative number of telcos around the world that you're working with in this?
Cisco is a major supplier to a large number of the telcos, and actually in the data center and the cloud space, literally hundreds of operators.
And what do you see as the size of the prize in the cloud services market?
It's a very big opportunity. It's a very big potential prize. We did a set of work with enterprises, small, medium businesses, potential customers, and we identified that we believe this is about a $43 billion market for service providers over the next couple of years. And the interesting thing is that really is only the service provider, the telco operator's share of the cloud revenues. So that's only a small share of the revenues for delivering, assuring the service, making it work very well. So a very big revenue opportunity.
There's a fair chunk of money out there for that,
Yep.
I think. Now, one of the things, I'm not going to ask you your definition of cloud because, as we know, everybody's definition is different. But yeah, I'll try and play you my simple version of it in the sense that it's this great word, virtualized services. So it's that sense of having your services run in a remote location in such a way that it can be scaled, ubiquitous access, including mobile, etc. So we won't go into huge detail of that. One of the things we were talking about today, which I thought was very interesting, was you were starting to quantify the benefits of moving to a cloud-based version of events. Could you tell me a bit more about that?
Yeah, when you start looking at the benefits of cloud, it's an incredibly powerful change. If you put a traditional way of doing things, if in the IT space, buying hardware, putting applications on it, having the IT guy configure it and make it happen, to the cloud-based model of having a fully virtualized data center, software applications, content being held in the cloud and delivered over to any end device, you can literally save 30 to 40% of your OPEX, 30 to 40% of your CAPEX. And another incredible benefit is the fact you can deliver these services very, very quickly. Instead of taking 3-4 months to go off, buy hardware, software, put it on, mount it up, you can literally turn on a software image and provide a new service within minutes of the customer asking for it. An incredibly powerful change.
In a way, you've kind of put your product where your mouth is, and Cisco's been eating its own cloud dog food. Could you tell me a bit more about that and what you learned from that?
Cisco is a very large company. We've got about 60,000 employees, globally based. And our own IT department is one of the best IT departments, traditionally providing IT services to all of those employees. We took a decision about 12 months ago to literally change our entire IT infrastructure and move it across to be a cloud-based, virtualized data center and to use cloud-based services to deliver. And we were fundamentally surprised ourselves by the level of benefit that brought. I talked about 30-40% reductions in CAPEX and OPEX. That's a simple baseline. Actually, we found much higher numbers, 50-60% plus. Really? And usage goes up very, very rapidly because you make it much easier for people to adopt new services and bring them online, and you make it much easier for people to experiment. Engineers can come on, they can get compute, storage capabilities or software and applications very quickly. So we were fundamentally surprised, and going forwards now, any new software coming into Cisco, any new supplier, has to be virtualizable. So it has to be able to go in the cloud.
So the stuff that you put on the cloud at this point, was it all your office systems, your what are the kind of things you put on there? Was it development environments, everything?
No, it's literally all of the IT services. So you can take HR systems, finance systems, Salesforce management systems. You can take all of the information and data you need within the business, mount it up in the cloud, and have it made available, say, through a web service or a browser interface to employees wherever. And the big change is the ability to virtualize within the data center and then make it accessible on demand as required wherever it's needed at any certain point in time.
And the cost savings you found were?
Our initial step of just virtualizing things, 25-30% savings, and then increasingly as you virtualize more and more of the services and apps, additional 25 and additional 20, so 50-60% plus in our own IT use, which was a shock for us. We expected a lot less, to be honest.
But there are some things as good shocks, and that sounds like
yeah, and that's a very good one. And I think that's a really good example of why this change towards cloud-based services is very compelling. It's got a great benefit from OpEx, CapEx points of view, and also this benefit of being able to do things quickly and be very flexible and agile. Once you've virtualized the service, once you have it up in the cloud, you need more of it, very easy. Just turn on more images, more software. You need less of it, turn them off, and you can start to reuse the same equipment for something else. That is a very compelling paradigm for an enterprise or for a service provider providing services to their end customer.
If you looked at cloud as a, on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 being where it will get to eventually as its ultimate market potential, and 0 being nobody's ever heard of it, where would you say the market is today on that?
Today, it's probably around the sort of 1, 2, 3 level. It's literally just kicking off. You can already see very high growth rates. You can see very high adoption where it's available. But at the moment, operators are experimenting. They're experimenting with basic cloud offers, infrastructure as a service. I think we begin to see in the consumer space how powerful cloud can be. Everybody today is probably familiar with cloud-based services like Facebook or Google Maps or Amazon or eBay. When you see that kind of potential, I think we really are literally just at the start of this process.
Simon, thank you very much.
Thank you.